Story 1. Wife's affair exposed, karma hit hard, and I'm done. I'm 38, a martial arts coach, married to Lisa for 15 years, with 2 kids. Lately, I had a gut feeling she was cheating, no hard proof, just vibes. 4 months ago, she got super into fitness and her appearance, doing her hair and makeup in ways she never bothered with before. She's always been gorgeous, but this was new. She also got weirdly protective of her phone. We used to share phones freely, but now she never lets it out of her sight. If I ask to use it for a quick photo, she tells me to use mine. She's been staying late at work, took a few business trips in the last 4 months, and our bedroom's gone cold. She brushes off intimacy with quick pecks or outright says no. When I tried initiating, she was so detached it felt worse than rejection. I brought up our lack of intimacy, and she blamed exhaustion, motherhood, work, and the gym, promising to try harder. She kissed me that night, but nothing changed. I started wondering if it's a midlife crisis. There's this guy at her work, Mark, married with kids, who's open about his rocky marriage. Lisa used to talk about him a lot but stopped months ago, though I know they work closely. I met him twice, he avoided me like the plague. He's not as fit as me, but he dresses sharp, loves to drink, and has a master's degree and a fat paycheck, way more than my coaching gig brings in. Lisa's hinted I could earn more elsewhere, though she's not obsessed with money. I get her wanting financial stability. Recently, she went on a work trip to a tropical resort with Mark and her CEO. The thought of her with him there eats me up. I want proof before accusing her, but I'm uneasy about snooping. If she's cheating, I can't stay, my heart can't take it. A buddy suggested gathering evidence quietly, but that feels wrong. Any advice on how to handle this? Update 1, I checked our phone account and saw tons of late-night texts to one number. I'm digging to find out who it is. Last night, I tried initiating intimacy. Lisa shut me down, citing exhaustion and a headache. We talked about our relationship, and she promised to fix things again. This morning, she mentioned a possible Vegas trip with college friends I've never met. I'm seeing a pattern. I checked call and text records, hundreds of late-night messages to one number. I called it from a payphone, and Mark answered. While Lisa was in the shower, I got into her phone and saw the texts were deleted, but his number was saved under a woman's name. That resort trip with him is killing me. I stepped out to clear my head, and now I'm back but lost. If I confront her, she'll probably spin some excuse. Should I keep gathering evidence or call her out? I'm furious and want to confront Mark, but I'm fighting to stay calm. As a former pro fighter, I know I need to keep my cool. I'm scared she'll admit to just flirting without enough proof to force the truth. I plan to stay up tonight when she's texting and ask who she's messaging to see if she lies. What would you do? Update 2, last night, I pretended to sleep, waiting to see if Lisa would text. After midnight, she slipped into another room and closed the door. I waited a couple of minutes, then burst in, saying I couldn't sleep and asking what she was doing. I caught her mid-text, too fast for her to delete anything. She tried to hide the phone, claiming she was texting a friend. I had a plan. I kissed her, asked if she wanted to get intimate. She refused, as expected, then playfully tickled her, joking that she's more into her friend than me. I grabbed her phone, acting like it was a game, and saw a text, "Can't wait to see you tomorrow." She panicked, trying to snatch it back. I said I'd call her friend to see why she's keeping Lisa up. She begged me not to. I hit call, and Mark answered after a long wait. I hung up, read the message aloud, and asked why she's sending flirty texts to a guy at night. She claimed she didn't know. I told her I saw the phone records and knew about her late-night chats with Mark. She broke down, apologizing. I stayed calm, saying the next few minutes were make or break. If she wasn't fully honest, we were done. She admitted to flirting with Mark, who's having marriage troubles, but swore it wasn't physical. I pressed, saying if she couldn't be honest, she needed to pack and leave. Sobbing, she agreed, apologized, and left for her mom's. She asked if I was leaving her. I said we'd talk later since it was late. I haven't seen her since, though she's tried calling. I turned off my phone. My plan, find a family therapist, pretending I want to fix things, but really to manage the split smoothly. I recorded our talk last night in case she tries to twist things. My lawyer friend says it's legal in our state. I don't think she'll make false claims, but as a big guy with a fighting background, any abuse accusation could tank me, especially over custody. I'll record all future talks for safety. I'm gutted and want to confront Mark, but I'm holding back. He called me an animal in a text and seems scared of me. Despite no fancy degree or big salary, I'm proud of my self-education and growth. I'm not dumb. I'll update when things shift. Any advice would help. Update 3, thanks for the support, it means a lot during this mess. My lawyer friend hooked me up with a family law attorney who's been through infidelity himself and takes it personally. He's flexible with payments and genuinely wants to help. A small win. Now the big news, Lisa confessed to the affair. She said it started as flirting, then became emotional, but swore it wasn't physical. I knew she was lying. She finally admitted to sleeping with Mark, starting when our intimacy stopped. The details were more than I could stomach. It was intense and passionate. It broke me. I'm fighting to keep my thoughts straight. I told her to stay at her mom's while I keep the kids at home for stability. My lawyer says staying in the house strengthens my case. I haven't told Lisa, but the marriage is over. She'll find out when divorce papers hit soon. I can't stop picturing her with Mark. I coach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, pros and amateurs, and throw myself into training to cope, but it's not enough. My kids are my focus outside the gym. I used to read for hours to unwind, but now I can't focus on a paragraph. Learning they called me a dumb animal stings. What else did they say? I've always been upbeat, but my joy's gone. Friends are stepping up, which helps. Some of their wives are nudging me toward new women interested in me, knowing I'll be single soon. I'm not ready to date, probably won't be for a while, but knowing I have options lifts me a bit. I think I'll pull through, but the kids come first. I'll update soon. Lisa's desperate, begging to save the marriage, but I can't forgive her. It's just delaying the inevitable. Update 4, life's been chaos, but I'm back with an update. I found out Lisa was cheating and saw texts where she called me a dumb loser for my low pay. I filed for divorce. It'll finalize next month. We agreed on 50-50 custody, and she'll pay me alimony since she earns way more. That's the legal side. Emotionally, I'm wrecked, and so are the kids. I never thought I'd be a single dad, but here I am. Lisa's spiraling rumor is Mark dumped her, saying she wasn't worth the drama. She's drinking heavily, hooking up with random guys from apps, and calling me, begging to come back. When she learned about the alimony, she flipped, but I'm staying firm. The kids don't fully get it, and I feel awful when they're with her. I'm lonely, barely see friends, and mostly stay home. Even the barista at my coffee shop asked if I'm okay because I look down. I guess I'm not hiding it well. Friends want to set me up, but I feel like that guy whose wife cheated. After 15 years of marriage, I don't know how to date again. My fighter's success at high-level competitions is a small bright spot, but I'm lost. I had a friend show Mark's wife my evidence. I couldn't confront him myself, too risky with my background, so this was the next best thing. She didn't believe it at first, but now their marriage is on the rocks. I'm furious, but a silver lining, I met a woman through friends. She's gorgeous, 14 years younger, and I'm into her, but my confidence is shot. She feels out of my league. I haven't asked her out, but I think about her a lot. This last 6 months, I've never felt worse. I was always happy, but now it's just darkness. Final update, long story short, I found out Lisa was cheating with Mark, and we divorced after 15 years. It's been a hell of a ride. I have moments of sadness and loss, but they pass. Overall, I'm doing great. The kids are okay and spend tons of time with me. Post-divorce, Lisa took on more work to cover her new life and alimony. When the pandemic hit, my flexible coaching schedule let me stay home with the kids for remote learning, unlike Lisa's demanding job. With martial arts slowed by COVID, I'm basically a stay-at-home dad. I gave myself time to heal. That younger woman I liked? She went on a long work trip to Europe, but we stayed in touch online. When she returned, we started dating. She loves me and my kids. She's caring, kind, like Wonder Woman, just as friends said. I thought it was too good to be true, but she's the real deal. We're taking it slow, but big steps are coming. As for Lisa, she's not doing well. She's drinking, dating random guys, and looks drained, like she aged 15 years. Her best friend says she's miserable and impossible to be around. She never thought I'd leave, probably because she out-earned me and felt in control. Her betrayal's consequences blindsided her. I hope she finds peace for the kids' sake. Despite the pandemic's challenges, I'm good. Ending the marriage fast was tough, but right, I move forward step by step. If you're in this spot, keep going. First, you're empty, then sad, then depressed, then hopeless. But keep moving. Hit the gym daily, learn new skills. I got into filming and editing short videos about my fighters. It's a fun hobby. I read to learn, do something useful daily. Small steps add up. Stay patient, work on yourself. What do you think of my story? Any advice for moving forward? Drop it in the comments, check out our last video, link here, subscribe for more wild stories, and thanks for watching. My take, this is heartbreaking but inspiring. Lisa's affair and cruel words, dumb animal, crushed the narrator, a guy who poured his heart into his family and self-improvement. His restraint avoiding a physical confrontation with Mark despite his fighting background shows strength. The divorce and alimony setup feels fair, given Lisa's higher income and betrayal. Her spiral into drinking and hookups is sad, but it's the bed she made. The narrator's focus on his kids and new relationship with a kind, younger woman is a beacon of hope. His advice to keep moving forward with small steps, gym, skills, hobbies, resonates. Was outing Mark to his wife petty or justice? Should he support Lisa's recovery for the kids? Share below. Story 2. Wife cheated with a rich guy, then his wife returned. I'm 39, recently divorced. I met my ex-wife, Katie, at 34, fresh off a drama-free breakup from a long relationship. We just wanted different things. I bumped into Katie at a coffee shop, we hit it off, swapped numbers, and clicked fast. I told her I wasn't ready for anything serious post-breakup. She said she'd wait, which blew me away. I thought, this woman's really into me. Spoiler, I was wrong. But at the time, she seemed perfect. We took it slow, moved in together after 18 months, and got engaged 6 months later. Wedding prep was smooth. We were both financially solid, middle class, not filthy rich, but comfortable. Our marriage was strong for 3 years, with normal ups and downs as we built a life together. Then Katie started working on a big project, or so she said. She stayed late at work, came home exhausted. I missed her but supported her, just like she did when my job got crazy. I asked when the project would end, but she kept pushing the timeline. After 8 months, it fell off. I checked her work laptop, which she brought home. I'd looked before and found nothing, so I figured answers were there. I didn't know what I was searching for, but I found emails on a secret account, dozens of romantic, explicit messages. My worst fear was real, she was cheating. When she got home, I opened the laptop to the emails and confronted her. She stared, shocked, then yelled that I had no right to snoop because it was confidential work stuff. I almost laughed. She used her work laptop to flirt with her lover and now cried privacy? I asked who he was. She admitted he was a client she kept talking to after his contract ended. It turned romantic, then physical. I asked if she loved me. She said yes but admitted she planned to tell me she wanted a divorce to be with him. I dug into this guy, turns out, he's loaded. Katie always loved luxury, but I thought she wanted to earn it herself. Guess I was blind. Our marriage was done. She tried to fix things, but it felt performative. The divorce took months, and we went our separate ways. I never thought I'd be divorced and alone. Katie moved on fast, posting pics with her new guy on social media and announcing their engagement. But here's the twist, he was married. He lied, saying he was a widower, but his wife was alive, just overseas caring for a sick relative. When she returned, the truth exploded. Their engagement imploded. Katie's posts turned chaotic, whining about losing her soulmate. I knew she wasn't mourning love, she wanted his money, a shortcut to a lavish life. Now she's got nothing. Meanwhile, I reconnected with a woman from my past, before Katie. We started as friends, but it grew into something more. She knew about my divorce and was supportive. When Katie heard I was dating again, she lost it, trashing me online with hateful posts. She even dragged her ex-lover for dumping her. Her public rants got so bad her company, a big, visible firm, gave her a warning for risking their reputation. They demoted her to a lower-paying role. It's all her fault. If she'd valued what we had, she wouldn't be here. I deleted my social media, it was too toxic. My girlfriend and I are talking marriage but taking it slow. I don't want to mess this up. What do you think of this mess? Drop it in the comments, check out our last video, link here, subscribe for more wild stories, and thanks for watching. My take, Katie's betrayal stings. Using a work project to cover an affair with a rich client is cold. The narrator's pain, going from a solid marriage to divorce, is raw, but his choice to move on with a supportive ex shows resilience. Katie's downfall, losing her sugar daddy and getting demoted, feels like poetic justice, though her obsession with luxury blinded her to what she had. Her social media meltdown shows she's her own worst enemy. The narrator's caution about remarrying is smart. He's been burned. Was Katie's demotion fair, or should she have been fired? Should he have stayed off social media or clapped back? Share below.